You have to try this daily planner. It is the best setup in Notion. Just like this tutorial series might be one of the best in Notion. Just like my course, Mastering Notion, is my favorite course that I've ever made. You can get it on Skillshare right now, or you can get it with your purchase of the Notion app system today. So if you want to skip all the hassle and build time that it does take to make this system, then I would definitely recommend that you go to riseproductive.com/Notion templates and get it today. As we finished off last time, we did make a second brain system that I'm now going to categorize as a pinned status, and also for me, platforms desktop. I'll make the sorting number 4 here. Then we have this nice second brain system for capturing. But what was really interesting about this whole thing is that on this action page, it just felt like there wasn't enough here. Felt like there wasn't enough going on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this actions page into not only a task manager, but a daily planner. So at the top here, I'm gonna divide this into 2 sections. Then we can slide this over here and slide this right under. Okay. So first and foremost, let's give yourself enough room for whatever you're thinking about for your tasks, okay? So you're gonna have the task section right here, but if you'd like, what you can do is you can have little subcategories by having a little call out block right here, and check off this with the task right here, go gray. And then I'm gonna go here to this projects, and I'm gonna copy the link to this, Alt, left click, drag to make a new call out block here. Call this projects. Put a little wrench action in here, paste this out. I'm gonna change the way this looks a lot. So I'm gonna change this to a list view where it is filtered to the status of it is in progress, pretty much, just so that we can see current projects going on. I like to store the status property, maybe assigned to, and then if we'd like, you could also have this as a gallery view. So gallery view, right? Where it would do the exact same thing, but show it in a more aesthetic way. Let's go gallery here, change this to a smaller size. Then we can pick it to cover image. So let's say we're doing this NAS course from scratch. So cover image is what I'm gonna be picking. You can make it whatever size you want, this or medium. If you have multiple projects, I'd recommend size. And then also just showcasing the status and who's assigned to it. And then just like with this one, if you want, you can filter it to assigned to contains me, since it is a daily planner view for like yourself for both of these views. All right. So this is the first step of making this nice from a daily planner perspective. So we've aggregated tasks, projects, and then you can also take your second brain and add a little inbox to that as well. So let's just take this guy right here, straight from the actions page, pump this down right in here. So it could be a nice spot for capturing new ideas. And by the way, this is totally up to you, but you could even add your tasks and projects right here so that essentially you'd have a new view, right? And you pull it from the projects database. And then maybe you can just copy this gallery view. Maybe you really like having it viewed like this. So we go here, gallery, call it projects, change the little wrench icon, change this icon to checkbox or check mark. I always say checkbox. And do the exact same thing, right? Where you change this to page cover, image, filter it to status, in progress, and then you can save room over here. For example, let's just do a little toggle block to do some archiving. This is usually how I save stuff, so I don't like straight up delete it. We have this inbox over here, right? And then we're gonna get into a meetings and notes database moving forward, and you can essentially just give the framework for that, right? So let's duplicate this, meetings/notes, right. Okay. So we got that right here. We could obviously put the quick capture in the inbox section. And then the last thing I would do would be if you had a habit tracker or something, slide it right in here. So like, for example, just habit tracker or a journal. Now I have an example here. So essentially what I can do is I can paste this out by adding a new database, calling it habit tracker. All right, okay. And now I do have an example, so I'm just gonna paste this in here and turn it into a page really quick. All right, so there's an example, habit tracker. Then I can essentially just make a view for like a daily view. So like list view, filtered to date is today or created time is today. I'll put a checkbox, a little checkbox here. I'm gonna make all these today. These are just examples from a long time ago. And then actually I did have a view already for today. So we can just take this, go into your actions page, paste this guy in here. And if you had anything that was like smaller, you can do a sub Call to, since as you can tell right here, it's pretty basic, you know, like from a spacing wise, you can have this habit tracker here. And then from more than that, You could also, I have a journal example. If you wanted to do pick a book symbol here, do journal, make a new database for a journal, use another template, which you'd get if you had the Notion app system. You get all these templates. I'm just gonna snag this daily journal view. You can see this is filtered to today, and it showcases the date and a little mood thing right here. Make it as small as possible. Make a new journal entry, do 4 stars. Awesome. So now you have a very nice daily journal that factors in your second brain inbox, quick capture from your mobile, your meetings and notes, your journal, your habit tracker, and your tasks and projects. So it takes that actions page and makes it another layer of easy to use, and aggregates a lot of the different databases so you don't have to do a lot of jumping around. Just like hopefully you don't have to do a lot of jumping around in your mind productivity wise once you start watching videos like this.